Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I hope you had a chance to rest and rejuvenate, to recover, to just spend some time just being who you were meant to be. You are a divine, infinite spirit, and you're embodied in a physical form. Maybe you've heard that you were created in God's image. You are co-creating your life with God. It's your human body, your physical presence that takes action while your spiritual side is always looking to expand and grow, to be more, to do more, to have more. Everyone is here to experience more life. That's not greedy. That's why you're here in human form. Let's think about how's your attitude today? Attitude is one of the most commonly used and yet misunderstood words in the English language. Teachers tell students that if they change their attitude, their grades will improve. Sales managers tell salespeople their attitude controls their sales. Counselors tell couples to change their attitude and their relationship will improve. Doctors tell patients, we've done all we can, now it's up to you. It's your attitude. Wouldn't you think that anything that packs this much power would be a subject that is taught from the very earliest age? And yet, if you ask people, you're going to get different answers from everyone you ask. I'm going to tell you how I learned about attitude from Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher through their process thinking into results. We have a clear understanding that attitude is a composite of your thoughts and your feelings and your actions. You know, our attitudes are formed when we're little, but they're also controlled by the media, by other people, by conditions and circumstances. Today is the federal election in Canada, and there's been a lot of craziness going on and a lot of hate and fighting and all kinds of stuff going on in the media. I can't wait for it to be over to see who gets in and how the next 4 years of our life are controlled by the government, by the media, by people's opinions. I want you to think about what William James said. The greatest discovery of my generation was that you could alter your life by altering your attitude of mind. If you need a positive, quick shift, William James just gave you that prescription. You can alter your life by altering your attitude of mind. It doesn't matter what happens in the election. What matters is your attitude toward politics, towards the economy, towards your family, towards your work. Because attitude is the composite of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, it's not just your mood. You know, it's not pick up your attitude and you'll do better. It is, let's take a look at the relationship of your mind to your body and even how the conscious and subconscious mind work together, how they work in relationship to each other. Attitude is so important. I want you to take the time to deal with each part on its own and then bring it together. There is a creative power that is flowing into your consciousness. This power, whether you call it thought energy, universal mind, God, infinite intelligence, it's always flowing. It has no form. It just is. It's flowing to and through you all the time. It comes in neither positive nor negative. As this power flows into you, you have the power to give it form. You decide to make it positive or negative. If you have a negative image, that image is going to be expressed on a conscious level through the vibrational energy of your body, through your words, your gestures, your writing, how you treat other people, and what comes into your life. Maybe you don't internalize the image. You could be watching a news broadcast or reading something that's negative, or listening to another person who's sharing a negative concept. And if it doesn't have any emotional effect on you, you're not going to internalize it. It's not really going to affect you. On a conscious level, you have the ability to accept or reject any idea, whether it's one that you originated yourself, or maybe you picked it up from an outside source. If that idea is not internalized, it will have no effect on your emotions or your physical body. But what happens when you internalize it? The early Greeks referred to the subconscious mind as the heart. And because the subject of attitude is treated so lightly in most circles, when you hear people referring to the heart or the heart of the matter, or you hear the suggestion, as a person thinketh in their heart, so are they, the average individual doesn't really get it. They just think of the physical pump that sits lodged in their chest, aiding the circulation of their blood. But that's not what the early Greeks meant. They meant it's your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, it's been predicted to be 95 to 98% of who you are. And it is totally deductive. In other words, it has no ability to reject anything that is impressed upon it. The subconscious mind cannot differentiate between good and bad, and it has no sense of humor. It is totally and completely subjective. Whatever is impressed upon it and is accepted, it is simultaneously expressed in the body. The subconscious mind is the universal side of your personality. It is the side of the personality that connects you to another person. It does not recognize time or space, and it communicates through vibration. When we talk about connecting heart to heart, we're talking about two people being on the same frequency relative to the same concept at the same time. You might think of a group of people or a team who have created a composite, who are in harmony with the same positive idea. Maybe you're watching the hockey playoffs right now and seeing the teams that are really working together, that have heart, that even if they don't have the talent and skill as the next team, they might win because they're so passionate, they so believe in themselves and each other. They could easily win the Stanley Cup even if they don't have the best talent. because that team will become an extremely powerful force moving toward a predetermined goal. The nature of an idea that is impressed upon the subconscious mind or on the heart will determine the vibration or the emotion that is being expressed. That is the feeling. So if the idea is negative, a person will be expressing negative vibration or negative emotions. If it's positive, the emotions or vibrational energy will be positive. You have the ability with your intuitive factor, one of your higher intellectual faculties, to pick up vibrations from another person. If the other individual is in a negative vibration, you pick up on that energy. You can feel it across the room. The person doesn't have to say anything. Keep in mind, we invented the word feeling to describe conscious awareness of vibration. Your intuitive factor deals with feelings. You can feel another person's energy. So there you've got the conscious mind, the thinking mind. You've got the heart, the subconscious mind. And then there's a third aspect dealing with your attitude, and that is action. We take action through our physical body. Your body is simply an instrument of your mind. It is the only medium through which the conscious and subconscious mind work together to express themselves. Whatever idea is impressed upon the subconscious mind must be expressed through the vibration of the molecules of your body. When the vibration becomes strong, the body must literally move into action. It must express. If you suppress negativity, that leads to depression and dis-ease. If the mind is in a conflicting or confused state, that confusion will be evident in a person's actions. If you think in your conscious mind, oh, I have a dream, I have a big, beautiful idea, I know where I'm going to have purposeful work, and I'm really going to step out and take action and do this. I'm going to change my life. My circumstances must change. That's it. That's what I'm going for. But if your subconscious mind doesn't buy that, doesn't believe it, it's going to be evident. A person stays stuck. They might start going down one path. They might start a project and end up going in the opposite direction. They start something and abandon it. They start something else and they give up. Their actions are chaotic. Nothing of any consequence is accomplished. Bob Proctor would say their vehicle might look as if they're moonlighting in the garbage business. They procrastinate. They say they're going to do something and then they don't, and then they beat themselves up. On the other hand, when a person's thoughts and feelings or their conscious and subconscious mind are in harmony, working together, they're in an orderly state. And that order will be expressed through their actions. When Bob Proctor was alive, he used to say, order is heaven's first law. You want to get order in your mind, thinking clearly about what do you really want, and then allow that vibrational energy to get you excited, to get you falling in love with your goal, to know that the pictures that you see in your mind are coming attractions of your life. Whatever you truly desire, when you plant it in your heart, in your subconscious mind, and believe it, you become more focused, you become more accomplished, you become more productive and accomplish more in a short period of time than someone who is confused or not really believing that they can accomplish what they truly desire. So when you think about your attitude is the composite of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Attitude is truly the composite of them all, because in essence, it is the vibration that you are in. Your attitude is determined by the nature of the ideas that you choose and permit yourself to get emotionally involved in. And then the physical expression becomes automatic. There is a power flowing to and through you. As it flows into your consciousness, you're going to make it either positive or negative by virtue of the thoughts that you choose. Your conscious mind has the ability to accept, reject, or ignore. So as ideas and information come into your mind, you can determine whether you want to accept it, whether you want to let that be part of your life. If someone shares information with you that's negative, reject it. Don't entertain it. Don't internalize it. Don't take it to heart. Start with your conscious mind, your thinking mind, your educated mind. Think of something that you truly desire. Some people say they want to be wealthy, they want millions of dollars. If you want money flowing into your bank account, don't think of a pile of money or bags of money. Think about what it would do for you, for your life, for your loved ones. Maybe you want to be a living legacy and have people admire you for building hospitals or solving world hunger or just going on that trip of a lifetime and treating your family. Maybe you would implement a new education system or provide enough health care for everyone so that there aren't 3-year lineups to wait for surgery. What would you do if you had unlimited wealth? What would that mean for you, your family, your community? How would that change the way you live, the lifestyle that you lead? How would that change the gifts that you give to people? How much more generous would you be to your charity of choice? Maybe all your bills are paid and you have no concern about wealth, and your ideal vision is about loving, tender, respectful relationships with your spouse, with your children, with your coworkers. with your community. Maybe you want to live a peaceful, respectful, calm, enjoyable life. Get a picture of what that looks like. How are you treating your family? How are you treating your coworkers? And how are they treating you in return? Think about the mutual respect, working together, enjoying projects. If it's at work, working in harmony. If it's in your personal life, get a clear picture. Are you walking down a beach holding hands? Are you having the whole family in for celebrations? How does that look? How does that feel when your goal has been reached? The law of polarity says everything has an opposite. There can't be an up without a down, hot without cold. You wouldn't know in unless you knew what was outside. There's a positive and negative pole, and you have to have both to have anything, but you can only focus on one polarity at a time. You cannot be both positive and negative. So you can't be looking at your circumstances that you don't want and focusing on how bad they are and bringing in positivity. You can only go in one direction at a time. So it's really important to get into the positive vibration. You start with your conscious thinking mind. That's where your intellectual factors are resident. It's also where your sensory factors are hooked up. You can see, smell, taste, hear, and touch. Those are the highways that hook us up to the outside world. And the subconscious mind can only accept. It accepts everything that comes to us as real. The subconscious mind will take in whatever is happening right now and accept it. It has no ability to differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. Whatever is impressed upon the subconscious mind controls the vibration of your body. Your vibration is dictated by the ideas that you impress upon your subconscious mind. Positive ideas will instantly move you into a positive vibration. If we understand how the mind functions, we can control the outside world. We don't want to let the outside world control us, so we can sit quietly and visualize what we truly desire. Get a clear picture of the wealth, the health, the love, the calmness, the confidence, respect, whatever it is that you desire, whether it's a physical situation, a particular house, vehicle, trip. You can get a clear picture of that in your mind. If you just want enough money to not have to worry about doing what you want when you want, just think about how relaxed you would be, how much more fun life would be. What would you do first? Start to get a clear picture. Visualize what it is that you truly desire. Take a deep breath in and let that go. Take a deep breath in and let that go. Whatever is impressed on your subconscious mind controls the vibration of your body. Remember that the subconscious mind can only accept when you visualize your dream, your goal, the target that you're shooting for, the perfect life, the purposeful work, the love life that you want to enjoy, your business flourishing. How do you want to be living your life? Feel what that would feel like. The peace, the joy, the well-being. Take a deep breath in and allow that well-being to wash over you, to get so emotionally involved with your vision. Every cell of your being starts to accelerate with positivity, with joy, with happiness, with peace and calm, knowing that everything happens to you for your good. Whatever is impressed upon your subconscious mind controls the vibration of your body. The body is an instrument of the mind. It does exactly what the mind tells it to do. When you turn down the volume of the outside world and get so emotionally involved with your dream vision, getting excited about it, feeling at ease, knowing that when you're in a state of ease, you think clearly, ideas come to you, you start to create. When you are mentally and physically in a good vibration, that's what you attract more of. Allow this well-being to flow through you and to express it. What can you do today to show the world how healthy, how happy, how loved you are? As you get into a beautiful vibration of well-being that expresses through your body, through your actions, you start to create the lifestyle that you truly desire. Everything has good in it. What are you looking for? Your attitude is going to determine where you go in life. It is the foundation of either success or failure. Take a deep breath in. Fill yourself up with that beautiful energy that creates worlds. Create a wonderful day. You might want to take some time to write down what you are grateful for. Write down a big, beautiful, bold, audacious goal that you want to accomplish. Feel how it's going to feel. Speak only positively about it. Your subconscious mind is always listening. Program it for what you want, for your heart's desire. for everything working out for your greatest good. Write down what you desire. Feel as if it's already here. And go out and change your world. Thank you for being here in this morning mindfulness practice. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.